Hi, I'm Manogna, India head of SheJobs. Welcome to our India's She Spot series. Agriculture is the art and science of cultivating the soil, growing crops, and raising livestock. And it is more likely than other sectors to provide diverse opportunities for empowering women. However, still, women farmers are held back by barriers and their contributions are often invisible and unpaid. Thus, to support the women in the farming community, entrepreneur Vishala Reddy founded Millet Bank. She is on a mission to revive nutritional diversity and culture through Millet Bank. She is also destination marketing consultant, impact entrepreneur, community catalyst, livable cities campaigner. In fact, as a coincidence, Prime Minister Modi urged about millet cultivation in SEO summit that happened yesterday. Well, SheJobs is honored to start our India's She Spot series from the roots with Vishala Reddy, founder of Millet Bank. Hi Vishala, welcome you.
Thank you so much, Manogna, and thank you, SheJobs, for having me.
Thank you, thank you. Vishala, let's dive into our conversation by knowing more about Millet Bank.
Sure. Actually, Millet Bank was started in 2020 informally when I was in the village for 3 months. And otherwise, I was I was born in a village only. Then I could see that my sisters and my sister-in-laws, my mother, their effort in farming and all. It's not like that I'm not, new to agriculture. I was aware that what is happening at grassroots level. But my profession took me to destination marketing. I was into tourism. So I was always traveling on the move. But COVID kind of gave me an opportunity to go back and then, look back into the roots. And that's when I realized that, we always talk about women in urban scenarios as an achievers, and we give a lot of awards and we recognize their efforts. But these women, like in the rural areas, they actually compete with moon and the sun. They are actually the culture protectors and the climate protectors and the culture protectors who are actually taking the legacy forward. And the way they work as a mother, as a farmer, and as a wife, and multiple roles that they play. So I was thinking that, what should we do for them? How do we justify their efforts in farming? And millets is something which is grown by small and marginal farmers, and these farmers are having just 2 to 4 acres land, like 1 to 4 acres land.
Yes.
They not only farm in their own land, they'll also work as an agri-labor, which means they're very vulnerable. And one more thing is millets are grown in dryland agriculture areas, which is already vulnerable because they receive a very less rainfall. So there is a water shortage. So a lot of, the facilities and all not there. So, I was thinking that why don't we do something for them, and then we give them some market support and brand support. That is how actually Millet Bank started for millet farmers, including my sister. My sister is one of the millet farmer. And then, the intention really was to help that within the 10-kilometer radius or a 15-kilometer radius. But it went wild, and then whatever the work that we were doing, everyone they started receiving very well. And today what you see now is like completely a different scenario. So we already kind of established brand in India, almost like front heading the millet movement. So we are very happy with that.
I like your cookies, jaggery cookies. I have to mention that.
You were able to taste it.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's an interesting journey to know and how it all started.
Yeah.
And I read about your mission statement, which talks about connecting micro entrepreneurs, consumers, and farmers. It must be a challenging for you connecting all of them because I come from a farmer's family, and now I've been into the corporate, so I have seen both the worlds actually. So I would like to know how could you handle that?
So Manogna, it is like this. Before, launching our legal entity, which is Minkan Agro Industries Private Limited, as I said, my intention was to not come to this place. My intention was to just help my family farmers. But after seeing their struggles and then, how much effort they put into grow millets and the kind of value they receive, 15 rupees per kilo, 20 rupees per kilo, I found there is a huge gap between the producers, which is farmers, and then manufacturers, primary manufacturers who make cookies and noodles, and then the consumers. So there is a huge, very weak supply chain, and there not many people are in the branding and marketing space. Not many people are able to success. They can't become successful also because it needs a lot of understanding and all that. I interacted with at least 150 FPOs and micro entrepreneurs, and I found everyone had one common challenge, that is branding and marketing. So that is where I wanted to be in. Like in the millet farming phases, one is the production is there at the farmer level, and primary processing is there where they can make flour and all that out of millet rice, and then there is a secondary processing which is cookies and noodles, and then there is a branding and marketing and distribution. So we are right now at the fourth stage of it, where we don't manufacture anything. We decided not to manufacture. We decided not to grow anything until we establish a market. So we are aligning all these small micro units, and then we are actually tying up with them. We are giving them, we are reviving them, and then giving them business and purchasing their full capacity. So if they are making 2 tons of cookies, we are purchasing all the 2 tons of cookies. So we are giving formulations and all. So they are also getting benefited, and we are also able to build a value chain. So the intention is to build an inclusive and fair and integrated value chain. And not only that, we are taking the millet farmers and the micro entrepreneurs who are making these products along. We are also taking the rural artisans and artists and all, because many people asked what is the connection between millets and these baskets and this art. So I was telling, agriculture is not about food production.
True.
Agriculture is also to take care of the ecosystem and the surroundings. So the person who makes basket is also part of the agricultural community in the rural villages, right? So you have to take care of the people who weave baskets and who weave sieves and who weave the agriculture, tools, who make the agricultural tools, and also who come up with the art that inspires farming, that takes the legacy forward, right? So that is the reason that we integrated a lot of culture element also. So we always say that India's culture is agriculture.
Well said. Well said.
That is the combination that we came up, and we are building a very fair and integrated value chain.
Very good, very good. How was the response, Vishala? What do you think? Like the response you're getting, is it positive, or do you think little bit more people need to get that understanding and knowledge about millets?
First of all, if you are in the millet value chain, and there are not just Millet Bank, there are at least 1,000 plus startups are in this space and who are doing excellent work for the last 10 years and 15 years and 20 years. So it is actually, number one, is a very tough field to be in. It is not, it's very small, like millets only, this industry is very small and very niche. And the adoption is not like a rice or wheat. Every day morning you wake up and you remember idli, which is rice idli, or chapati or something like that. So this is not like a rice or wheat that every day morning that you remember. It takes a little bit of awareness and then understanding. So one of the biggest challenges is that the continuity is not there. Even if someone is trying, maybe you might have tried some ragi cookies or multi-jaggery cookies.
Yes.
So it is hardly that they go for the second time. So it's, out of enthusiasm, they try millets for a week, overly try, I don't eat millet, I don't eat millets. And then after they get bored, they completely leave it. It should not be like that. It should be very well integrated and slowly start making millets as part of the other diet of other foods also. So one of the biggest challenges is awareness among the consumers. So continuity in the consumers, and that is where we need a lot of awareness to be created. And the second one is that what I noticed at the rural level, ecosystem is not there. So when I call this ecosystem, if you see, when 40 years ago in my own house, if we grow millets, we've grown millets for our own consumption. We were not selling millets to anybody. So
True,
almost
true.
all the
Yes,
farmers
yes.
were like that. So the kind of, it takes 14, 15 steps process to grow millets, right? From seeding to
Correct.
harvesting and all that. And
Yes,
everything is physical work. And
true.
now tell me how many farmers are ready to do that kind of effort? That kind of
We don't
physical
have the number. Yeah,
so
true.
therefore, the entire millet industry kind of, disappeared. Like the millet culture has been disappeared from even in the farming communities because
Okay.
of this. And today you see that there are hardly anybody who does that physical processing, like, for pounding and grinding and all. And
Hmm.
the second alternative is that you need machinery. But
Correct.
in the 100-kilometer radius of my place, there is no machinery available.
Okay.
So these are the two things. Like even if they grow millet, so how they can use it in their own diet, right? So the kind of ecosystem, right from the seed availability to the primary processing facilities to the secondary processing facilities and the retail market in the village areas, and then the connect with the nutrition companies and the people, it's all missing. So that is also one of the challenge. Sourcing is, quality of the grain, getting quality of grains and solving the problem, farmers' problems also is very, very important.
Correct. Very, very well said, Vishala. So definitely, it's an interesting and a long journey to go actually, and it's going to be a learning experience for the young entrepreneurs out there who are willing to pursue their career into farming. Well, I'm talking about the farming career. I thought of asking you, what do you see are the exciting opportunities in farming industry for women? Nowadays, I see a lot of women showing interest into farming, and I'm also one among them.
So first of all, I will tell you, farming is not that attractive and money making as the other professions. Farming is a lifestyle. In Telugu, we call it as it's a Jeevana Vidhanam. It's not a profession, it's actually a way of life.
Correct.
So you can't actually compare, like every month I'm making 1 lakh rupees in my IT job and the same 1 lakh I will make in farming, then it's a wrong step that you are getting into.
It's not
Unless you have
possible
really
actually.
passion of growing good food and then contributing to the ecology and then, helping the birds and animals and, this kind of a thought process is there, and then you want to do something with agriculture, I would definitely suggest you should get into it. But it should not be like I'll get in and I'll start making money. It doesn't happen. And that's why you see a lot of investors also, they are just waiting and watching the agricultural sector. They are not pumping money the way they are pumping into other sectors like, IT and all that. The agriculture investments also is very, very less. But this is most important sector that we have to strengthen. We have to, like, everybody has to come join this field and start growing food and start making more sustainable agriculture, organic farming or sustainability and all that. Now these are the words. Not make it very commercial and not make it very chemical oriented farming and all. But if anybody can come and then take some small space, start growing, start marketing to their own communities, I think it's a good profession to be in.
Yeah. Very, very, very well said. It's a need of an hour, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't say that you are going to make crores of rupees money, but you will have a huge satisfaction, and then that is guaranteed. Yeah.
True, true. Because there is a huge difference from cooking a curry based out of the vegetables from our garden rather than buying it from the outside. We see the difference in the flavor and also the satisfaction actually.
Correct.
Yeah. So the next, I would like to hear your thoughts on SheJobs promoting diversity and inclusive initiatives.
So, if you see, the entire agricultural and food processing sector is actually driven by women.
Yes.
So, they are the people who grow and who contribute in the growing the food, and also they are contributing in the processing the food, and they are the ones who feed at homes. They are the ones who control the waste who they are the one who takes care of the nutrition and dietary in their own homes, So if you look at the entire value chain of agriculture, it is women, women, women everywhere. So though they are not getting the kind of required attention, that is actually a fact. So we have to start encouraging more and more women in agricultural sector, and otherwise also in the other sectors, a lot of people are leaving jobs because of some different reasons and all that. So what I see is, if somebody is not doing anything for the country, for themselves, for their family, I personally don't like it, because everybody, whoever is born, they have some responsibility to take care. They have to do something for themselves, they have to do something for the family, or they have to do something for the society. So I think all of us are given some skill set. Either if you are not having any job, you're not doing any job, please take a opportunity to teach someone, like take tuitions, and or open a small business at your home, or volunteer to some of the NGOs that your free time. So everybody, that what I feel, has to be very productive and contributing to the national development. I don't think that people should be like idle and not doing anything. Okay, I am not doing anything, I'm like this, watching TV and all that. It should not be there. All of us are given some kind of skills, and agricultural sector, I think it is now booming after COVID and all. There is a lot of interest for the ethical sourcing. Where are we sourcing the food from? Where is it coming from? And what are the ingredients that we are using in our food? And this kind of awareness is kind of coming really, and then people are more interested now to purchase directly from the farmers. So this kind of innovations are happening, and home cooks also. There's a lot of home cooks. Just now we had a millet cooking challenge. A lot of women came and participated, and they showcased excellent recipes. And they are going to open restaurants in millet space. So there is a production possibilities. There is a micro, the primary processing possibility. There is secondary processing possibility. There is restaurants and food outlets chains and all that. So there is tremendous opportunities if anyone wants to get it, but they have to have the right passion and right heart. That's it. That's the kind of qualification.
Yeah. Thanks for stating it very nicely, Vishala. I'm sure this provides an insight to a lot of working women out there. And in fact, this connects to our SheJobs vision of bringing more diversity into workforce. We don't them to halt their career, past marriage or after maternity, and mothers who have special needs children. So SheJobs is mostly, working on these kind of initiatives. Now, it's $1 million question. I would like to ask you, how do you handle work-life balance?
I actually, I don't separate it. If you see, I don't know, I must be very different person. I don't see separately my work and my life. I say it's kind of work life. That's it. So whenever I want to take a break, I take a proper break. I travel, I watch movies, I do a lot of stuff. And at the same time that I also be working. It's not like that 9 to 5 I'll work and after 5 I won't be available, because it's not possible. If someone is saying yes, it is possible, then I don't know how they are going to do it. So I actually take my day along in both the directions. Sometimes afternoon I'll watch a movie. If I don't like work, sometimes I am midnight, I'll be working. So it depends on the kind of demand and what I have on the table to solve. This happens especially when you enjoy your work. If your heart isn't there, then it won't bother you whether you're working in the midnight or late night or early morning. So I enjoy my work, and therefore I can spend any time of the day. And if I don't enjoy, but if I feel like doing something else, like I travel and watch a movie, I take a proper break. So that way, like, I'm balancing my life and work very well, I think. Though my family complains that I'm always on my laptop, but yeah, I know that I enjoy my work and I my life also. Yeah.
Thank you. Because, I used to get this question from my peers and from my colleagues. It's kind of, not so easy to balance both the worlds,
Yeah.
but good that, you're
We should
enjoying
not
your work.
actually make it so obvious that it's a work and life and we have to balance, and there is nothing like balancing. Either you work properly or you manage your home properly, or enjoy both the things and take it as it comes and then enjoy your life. That is, I think in the third category, I believe.
Definitely, yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, Vishala, for your time, and I wish you, a very success and all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you so much. Any few words for SheJobs, and I would like to hear from you.
Absolutely. We need more and more platforms like SheJobs because I have seen many women who are extremely talented, extremely skillful, and well educated. Are not doing anything, maybe due to various reasons, and maybe they might not have a clarity, or they might not have support, or they must be thinking that we are already well off, why should we work and all that. I think this is all perceptions. People don't work only because they are getting a salary, right? People work for themselves and to enhance the skills and occupy themselves, and also to contribute to some industry growth or something. Like, we have huge demand. We need to take the country forward. If we need nation building, we need diversity of people participation. It is woman or man or a boy or a girl. Everybody must participate in nation building, must contribute for something for themselves, their families, and the societies they are in. So that is what I'll always say. And I think SheJobs should actually do some more this think tank kind of things, where you can call few women who wants to do something but they don't have any clarity, how to do. We will be happy to mentor.
Thank you.
We will definitely be happy to mentor and understand what is that they want to do in their life, and then write their SWOT analysis, and then map their areas of interest, and then guide them accordingly and find them an opportunity. So this is the kind of things that I think we should be doing, and I'm sure that SheJobs will definitely take this kind of things forward and give more and more women to the industries and to the nation.
Yeah, sure. In fact, we are doing upskilling and reskillings. Our main focus right now is into technology. So as part of this, we are doing upskillings and reskillings to the women out there and helping them to get back to the work. So definitely, as you said, we would collaborate and we will take the things forward. Thank you, Vishala. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you. I wish you all the best, and I wish a huge growth for SheJobs as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
Manogna.
good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.